Hello, hello. What is going on? All right, let's move this out of the way. That's for later. What's up, everybody? Should have never started this stream with my workstation a mess. That is crazy. There we go. Gotta have the comb for the beard because I stay with my head shaved. Actually, now that I think about it. Whoa. All right, give me a solid 35 seconds and I'll be right back. Count me off. Hopefully that wasn't too long. How's everybody doing today? Completely forgot. Watch of the day. It's this Islander high beat. Set the time here. Yeah, it's a pink watch kind of day. And we should be good to go, properly charged. All right, so today is a dual project day. I'm making two of these mini truckers. So this will be the inside piece and the outside piece, and then this will be the piece for the zipper right there. And I'm making these for a lady friend and one of her girlfriends. They have birthdays back to back, and I've been invited out to their get together. And she said that she doesn't really need the thing, and the presence is the present, which I'm sure she's telling the truth. But I haven't met her friend yet, and I would like to make a good impression. So something handmade is what's going to do that, at least from me. Of course it doesn't show up. All right, I'll be right back. What's up, Doug? I promise I wasn't running away. Yep. For those who haven't heard me randomly speaking to him off camera, Doug is my dog. He is the goodest boy ever. You know what? I am not going to have the same liner. I think that would be a bit much. So this one Well, obviously the woman I'm interested in, she's gonna get this one. The other one will be for her friend. Now, the upside of these trucker wallets here is that, especially making one with the liner, you only need the one. So it's only ever going to show up behind here in this window. Everything else doesn't need a liner. So I can keep the bulk down while still having a nice little pop of color there. Put that back. Need something nice and thin, but with a nice texture that won't be too bulky. And I think this will be fine. I thought I had something purple. Normally I do. And I do. I was correct, thank goodness. Don't have a whole lot left, but no. This would be fine for this here, but that one doesn't really have much of a texture. See what we got here. Wish I had more of this. This is a really deep purple. But unfortunately, it has been used a great deal. See, this works, but I want to see if I can get some more purple. I know I got something purple over here. I just gotta find it. I thought for sure I had some monitor lizard, but I was incorrect. Side note, I need to buy some monitor lizard. Yep. Only purple I got so far is Gator. And that might send a bit of an off message. Not trying to do that if I don't have to. bit of purple with the ostrich. I thought I had more. Let's see what the deal is. Okay, can make this work. I am not seeing anything that's giving me what I want. So I will just have to suffice with something with a nice texture. Yep, that will just have to be my option here. So I want to make something purple for my lady friend, but if I line it with the red, it's not really going to work. So looks like both are going to have the floral liner, which is honestly not really a bad thing at all. This works. Yep, I'm going to go with the ostrich and the floral. We'll call it good. Or some of these here. This would be a really nice addition. And I just use something else for the internal piece, which would be this here. I think that's what I'll do. See if I have any comments here. All right. Let's do this. I don't have any. Well, we're just going to act like that didn't happen. I did not cut that edge true. I knew I missed one. Felt a little too clean, simple. And this one is, there we go. All right, better. If anybody has any questions, I am randomly checking the chat just to see. I don't have the little monitor off to the side letting me know, so I just have to look every now and then. So, sorry if it feels like I am ignoring. That's not the case. I just can't see. I scored that off. There we go. I talked about it before when I was doing the holster, but it may have stayed on the stream, it may not have. If you are uncomfortable cutting corners, or cutting, the rounded corners with the leather, because it is it's an odd thing to do with your blade. You can just cut straight lines that will give you a corner eventually. So you're just cutting like that. These rotary cutters are actually pretty good at cutting corners also, but one this size, I wouldn't recommend that. This one has to cut a wider radius. See, smooth corners, cutting only straight lines. It's a little bit weird, but still very doable. Hopefully this doesn't freak out my dog. Like all dogs, his nose is crazy sensitive. But this one's a retriever mix. So sometimes when I'm using some of my stuff, he just can't stand it and he'll have to leave because the scents are too strong. For the 1 to 2, sometimes 3 people watching, how's y'all's week been so far? Mine has not been bad. Sunday started off good, had a market, made some money. The folks who run the event, they like my stuff, like the my demeanor, so they keep inviting me back whenever they have events. It's only every maybe 4 to 6 weeks, but they let me know ahead of time so I can plan stuff out. Really cool people. The last 2 were charity events for the local with the animal shelters. So that's good. And it was indoors too. So I mean, I live in South Texas, so it's still routinely getting over 100 degrees down here. I mean, at 10 o'clock at night, it's still between 85 and 89 degrees Fahrenheit. Just in case anybody's watching this from outside the U.S., which is, I think, 39, something like that, Celsius. Maybe it's 36, 37, something like that. I just remember that 40 is 100. That's all I can remember though. But yeah, 40 is about 100 in Fahrenheit. Whoa. So I'm going to use thinner leathers on the inside for the for these pieces. Oh snap! Of course that would happen. It's all good though. Easy fix. Bam. So the stuff that's thinner will go on the inside to keep the bulk down. Normally I would coat all the way to the edge, but that part is going to be sewn in. So I'll get it close to there, and then what's there will work, and what might be a little bit shy will be, the slack will be taken up by the sewing machine. Close that up. Stand up Wolverine. Got my Wolverine figurine. This thing's all metal. Super heavy. the biggest upside to the glues. If it falls someplace and whatnot, you don't need to spend any time really cleaning it up. Just let it dry. Friction pulls it up. Easy day. Yeah, still drying out. But while I'm allowing that to dry, I'm gonna prep this and then get the other thinner leathers. Those are liners. Up, I may have screwed myself. I have definitely screwed myself. All the other thinner materials are not anywhere close to color matched. Or they have some other kind of texture on there. So it looks like I'm stuck having to utilize all of this. I mean, thankfully I already marked that out, so I can still use this piece, but still. Let's get to it. Sorry if my big head is in the way. That is just going to be too bulky. Scrap. There we go. This might work. Close enough in color. And no, about the same thickness. Nope. It's almost as if I should have planned this out sooner and better. Oh well. While I'm waiting for that to do its thing, What do I want to show? Yeah. Cafecito. I should have had that sooner. Okay, this will be upright. This is upsetting. I have more options of the thinner leather. Nope, that's more burgundy than anything. That is much thinner. Let's do this. For those who are curious, this is not leather, so to speak. This is synthetic, aka vegan leather. It is pretty good, and for the thickness, it's comparable in price depending on who you buy it from and when. It's comparable in price to the, I guess, to the industry standard, if you will, for leather this thin. I like it. I've never had any issues with it. And truthfully, most people like how it feels. And most folks don't know that it's synthetic. Feels pretty good. Properties are nice. Nothing wrong with it. Water doesn't damage it. Not really. I mean, if something gets waterlogged, I guess it'll get, really messed up. But for the most part, it's pretty good. No real issues, flaws, other than it's not very sturdy. It's got this real floppy feel to it. but ultimately, pretty good. Very useful. See if I'm missing any questions. All right. So there's two reasons why I'm making these marks on the underside. One, I don't want to run the risk of having any marks on the top side. I don't know how they'll turn out. And two, because the underside isn't the same smoothness, the pen stays on there better. I mean, if you look back earlier in the stream when I was trying to mark on this leather, some of it stuck, some of it didn't. Truthfully, almost none of it stuck. So, it made it harder to cut. Can officially put this away. There we go. How's everybody's Friday going, though? I really appreciate everybody who's able to watch. Hopefully y'all got some fun stuff planned for this weekend. Or at the very least, some relaxation if you're not going to go out, have a disfrutar. I'm going to go out and enjoy wherever you're from, be it the beach or the woods, sand dunes, what have you. As long as you get to have some enjoyment, that's what really matters. Bam. Okay. Should have checked that first, but I didn't. Oh, snap. Okay, we're good. Where did I put that ruler? Doug, where'd I put the ruler, bro? It's all good. Got a straight edge. Just gonna have to use this.
Where did I put that though?
Doug, I don't know why you are so upset. You are literally taken care of. You're just sighing for no reason. There will be scratches and chicken jerky after this, though. Okay? You happy now? I have to appease the dog with treats, otherwise he'll catch an attitude. All right, I'll be right back. I got to see if I have a hole punch that's this size. Otherwise, I'll have to break out some other smaller cutting utensil for this. Doug, if you don't sit down, then of course you didn't sit down. Why would you just lay down in front of the door, Doug? You're killing me. You know I'm coming back in here. I swear he's trying to just see me injured because, I don't know, a lack of treats. Who knows? I thought I had a shallower cutting tool for this, and apparently I am incorrect. Might work. Let me see if I can make this brighter, figure this out. Nope. When you need a tool and you don't have a tool, you just make do, apparently. Doug, I swear if you start chewing on things in my shop, we're gonna have problems. Okay, he's not chewing on anything. That's good. A little haphazard, but hey, gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. So we'll have some of this action right here. That'll be a zipper. This piece will fold over right here, and it won't be very bulky, so that's good. Sorry about the loud noise. I should have warned y'all ahead of time. My bad. Aw, crap. I'm very much regretting that one of my favorite blades gave up the ghost on me and snapped a couple of weeks ago. It hurt a lot to see it go. Because this here, the scalpel's great, but it's super thin and flexible. So when I need, like straight up need for it to be more rigid, sometimes the blade gives, and that does not help me a lot. Sometimes it's honestly quite frustrating. Where the hell is my ruler? I just cannot remember for the life of me where I put that thing. I don't know how that scalpel didn't cut through all of that. It is honestly frustrating. But hey, life is frustration sometimes, right? It'll all be worth it when this is over with. Come on, there we go. Did that kind of backwards, but I also wanted to get the hardest part done and out of there sooner than later, which is the internal. And thankfully the cutting wheel is sharp, so I don't need to worry about any deforming. The previous one I'd had on there for a while, so don't know if I could really trust cutting something, with such a soft temper. But this one's essentially brand new. Whoa, there we go. So weirdly, what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to get the corners, but there's a method to my madness. So I'll explain it. I'm going to trim the corners off of these. And then I'm going to trim the corners off of these, then line these up. And then we're good to go. I'm not going to cut these until these are ready to go. Or rather, I'm not going to cut the corners off of this until these are ready to go, so they fit into these little pinned in lines there. So for now, these are essentially done. So I'm going to clean these up, then get the stamp on the outside. See if I have any chats. Okay, good to go. Much respect to the person in the chat playing Iron Man. I know being in a chat room where nothing's really happening for you specifically is not the easiest, so I respect it. Thank you very much for your time and effort. There's it. There we go. Nope. Here we go. So that's what these are for. I should have explained this earlier. So where this attaches here, so I'm gonna attach the zipper up there, sew those together in there. There we go. So after the zipper is attached, then these will get sewn together here, and then closed up, then sewn around. So times two. So the interior will look like this. So you have a pocket for cash or cards or change, what have you. So it'll look like this or like this. I'm going to change the location of the snap also. So it won't be two on the sides, it'll just be one in the center. It'll close like that. So that's what we'll have. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream now because what's left is going to be snaps and stitching, none of which I can do on camera in the frame. So thank you all very much for watching. If you would please go ahead and make a comment. Make a comment with your name or something like, say, your Instagram handle, and I will be in touch with you on Instagram. I appreciate everybody who comes to the stream. If you're participating or if you're just watching, again, I appreciate the views. You don't have to be here. You could have been anywhere. And I will find some wallet that I have made. I'll shoot you out something later this week for sticking around for the stream. So just go on ahead and either comment your put in chat your Instagram handle or Facebook, whatever it is that you have, or what's the other one, or TikTok. Either one of those things, some way that I can get in contact with you, and then I can message you. I'll get your info, and then I'll shoot something out to you. So yeah, go ahead and do that, or just my Instagram is in the link in my page's bio. Just hit me up there, let me know, and just say dual wallet stream, and then we'll go back and forth, and I'll get your info. I'll get something out to you later this week. Thank you all for sitting around with me, going through all this, and not having my stuff planned because this is kind of a spur of the moment birthday present thing. I appreciate everything. I'm Jay Renard, and I'm out. Peace. Don't forget to put your stuff in the chat or to contact me on Instagram. All right, I'm out. Verify these things. All right.